Top 5 eccentric dictators. It was not without a reason that people labeled North Korea's Kim Jong-il crazy. The man built an entire city, Kijong-dong, in the 1950s that was designed only for propaganda. Till date, it has no residents. He reportedly spent £350,000 a year on cognac and travelled with a squad of beautiful women known as the Pleasure Squad. But he wasn't the only dictator with his eccentricities. We tell you about the top 5 eccentric dictators. Number 5. And number 5 is Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin ruled as the Premier of Russia from 1941 to 1953, created a cult of personality around him that resulted in numerous towns, cities and cities being named after him and Lenin. During his tenure, he accepted titles like Great Architect of Communism, Father of the Nations, Brilliant Genius of Humanity and others. Number 4. And number 4 is Haitian dictator Francois Duvalier. Duvalier, also known as Papa Doc, claimed to be the voodoo spirit of death. Baron Samedi. In 1959, he demanded the arrest of his temporary successor Clement Barbot. His followers told him that Barbot had transformed into a large black dog, and Papa Doc then ordered that all black dogs in Haiti be killed. Number 3. Coming in at number 3 is Rafael Trujillo. The dictator of the Dominican Republic was known for his raging antics. He appointed his 3-year-old son Ramaphosa as a colonel because he thought it was a strategic masterpiece. He required every license plate to say Viva Trujillo and every church to feature the phrase God in heaven, Trujillo on earth. Number 2. Number 2 sees Sultan Murad. Niyazov, the president of Turkmenistan from November 1990 to December 2006, was regarded as one of the world's most regressive dictators. Under his regime, he changed the word bread to Gurbal Sultan, which was the name of his mother, suggesting that one of his fantasies was to see his mother eaten alive by poor people. Niyazov outlawed chewing tobacco on Turkmenistan soil. He suggested that people chew on bones, which he argued would strengthen their teeth. How they'd procure the bones was left to the imagination of the population. Number 1. Eccentric dictator number 1 is Joseph Desire Mobutu. This dictator ruled over the tiny African nation of Zaire from November 1965 to May 1997. He thought of himself as a demigod and forced the evening news to begin with a scene of him descending from the clouds. Mobutu wore a leopard printed hat and laid a law that no one else other than him would be allowed to wear leopard prints. Mobutu paid Muhammad Ali and George Foreman $5 million each to play in his country.